Going live, you're live. What's up, everyone? Aaron Nagler here with Cheesehead TV, coming to you live on a Friday afternoon, heading into the bye weekend. Guess what? The Packers don't play, so you can chill, you can relax, you can take the weekend, you can do whatever you want, spend it with your friends, spend it with your family, spend it alone. Just enjoy yourself, marinate in the fact that there's no stress. The Packers don't play, so you can watch other teams, their trials and tribulations, and just enjoy yourself. Natasha, blessings. Exactly. It's a bye weekend. Blessings to us all, Packers fans worldwide. That's why we're here. That's why Cheesehead TV exists, devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. How is everyone today? Hello to everybody in the comment section. Should we discuss Miles? I think Twitter's handling that just fine. There's nothing more needs to be said. Needless to say, that was an insane sequence there at the end of that Steelers Browns game. Just proving once again that even when the Browns win, they find a way to lose. It's pretty impressive. Thanks for all you do, Anton. Thank you very much. Is it beer 30 yet? As soon as I'm done, Travis. Let me tell you, I'm marinating next. That's what I'm talking about, David. Let's see. Burnett had a good game. Well, yeah, he did right until he got hurt, and I think I saw that they think it's an ACL injury. Greetings from Cheeseland, Nagler. What's up, Walrus? How you doing? Uh, Robin, hello. Is it unjust that I think Mason should also get a small fine and a small suspension? Not unjust at all, Dustin. And he actually is getting fined. I believe it was Tom Pelissero who first reported that news, but he is not getting suspended. Packers get up for big road games. I'm pumped for San Francisco. Matt, we'll see. They certainly didn't get up for the Chargers. I know your theory here is that the Chargers wasn't a big road game. Road game is a road game, and we'll see. There's a big travel component here. Obviously, it'll be interesting to see if uh, Lafleur keeps the same schedule as he did last time, going out on Friday, whereas traditionally teams go out Saturdays. But there's no doubt they have to shake things up comparative to how they didn't show up against the Chargers. I thought Burnett was Achilles. Oh, Marco, I think you're right. I think you are right. It wasn't an ACL. I believe you are correct. It was an Achilles injury. A shame what Randall did last night. I mean, what do you expect from a pig but a grunt? That was a horrific play by Randall, and I'm surprised he escaped suspension. Thoughts on The Mandalorian so far? I'm loving it, but Corey has not seen it yet, and he is sitting here, so I'm not going to say a word. But I am loving it. I watched the second episode first thing this morning. Would you agree that the cornerback's main job is to cover and pass breakups, not INTs that most people focus on? Yes and no. I mean, your main job is to stop the man that you're guarding, yes, from getting the football. But creating turnovers is a major component of the job and separates the best from kind of the run of the mill. Marshall Brown, thank you for the super chat and not even asking a question. Pretty impressive. Following TJ Lang has been fun today. It certainly has, William. No doubt about it. Elton Jenkins. Wait, I just saw Elton Jenkins is a Packer for life. Well, Robin certainly hope so. No question about it. Nags, you got trolled by Barry on Twitter last night. Nick, I had to have a discussion with my autistic daughter about school shootings yesterday. So getting trolled by Barry on Twitter, not really that big a deal. Don't really care. But thanks for your concern. I can't remember a time we have been this healthy this far down the schedule. Michael, totally agree. Kind of want to knock on wood here. I mean, we'll hopefully keep that up out of the bye week. Can we have a get to know Nags broadcast, Teddy? Nobody wants that. Maybe I'll do an AMA at some point on some other platform. Probably not on the Cheesehead TV YouTube channel, but maybe on Insta or something. Can have one of those. Uh, do you have Super Bowl expectations yet? I don't know. I don't know about expectations, but I will say, and I tweeted this out Monday night watching the Seahawks and the 49ers. The more I watch the rest of the league, the more I think the Packers could win the Super Bowl. And I certainly didn't feel that before this past week, but seeing all the other contenders, whether it's in the NFC, which is obviously the road the Packers have to travel, or whoever they may, if they're fortunate enough to get to the Super Bowl, whoever they might face, whether it's the Patriots, the Ravens, what have you, I feel pretty better, much better about the Packers' chances. Do they have flaws? Absolutely, no question about it. You and I focus on those flaws, and they are bigger in our minds because we are obsessed with the team and we follow it day in and day out. But there is no other team out there that doesn't have issues, that doesn't have flaws. We're not privy to those because we're not as all in with those teams, but every single one of them does. And it's just a question of how you mitigate that and the adjustments you make along the way. I'm very excited to see what LaFleur and his staff have prepared coming out of the bye week. Dustin Logan, thank you so much for the super chat. Because the real Nags here is better than Gannett. Well, Justin, that's very nice of you. Thank you very much. Marshall, thank you for the super chat. Any major adjustments on either side of the ball to expect after the bye? Well, hopefully, I, I don't know if it's a major adjustment, but I think we're going to see a lot more of what we saw against the Panthers, i.e., Ibrahim Campbell in that third safety spot. Maybe not going heavy as much as they did against the Panthers, but I do think they will go a long way to shoring up the run defense. I don't ever see this team being a complete, a dominant shut down the run game in and game out type defense, but I do think they will improve. And a big part of that will be Campbell. Al Harris and Charles Woodson are the two members of the Hall of Fame's 2020 class. That's awesome. That is awesome. As well, they should be. Always judge a coach on how the team performs off the bye week. Big week for LaFleur and coaching staff. It's a component, no doubt about it. It's the better coaches have been noticeably not I wouldn't say dominant, but noticeably their teams have gotten better coming out of the bye week. You think people won't want to admit it, but Mike McCarthy's teams traditionally played well coming out of a bye. Andy Reid is a guy who has dominated coming out of the bye. I would agree that maybe not telling, but it will tell us something about LaFleur coming up facing the 49ers coming out of their bye week. Did you see Jenkins' interview with McCarron? Great kid. I did not. I saw the headline. I haven't watched the video yet, but I will watch it. I love Larry. Jaire is going to catch the next one. Book it. Michael, I should hope so. Big plays are coming. I mean, he's always in position. Just got to start finishing. Do you think the Packers will get hot going into the playoffs and make a great run? Steven, that is clearly the hope. I'm not ready to say that I foresee that, but certainly pulling for it, no doubt about it. Honestly, I think we are a better team than the 49ers. Stefan, I mean, we'll find out in 2 weeks, right? Or in a week, a little over a week. It's just so I think both teams are really good. I think I would probably say that the 49ers have a little more talent up front on defense, but overall, I think they're pretty even. Honestly, let me see. Can you read my last comment? I would love to if I can find it. I can't see it. Where is it? Sorry, man. There's too many. Will Dexter ever see the field this season? Love me some AJ and Jamal, but I'd love to see Dex thrown in the mix and add a little more flavor to the backfield. Matthew, I can't imagine that he sees the field unless there's some kind of horrific injury issue up in front of him. When they signed Trey Carson off the practice squad in favor of him, told you all you need to know. I don't think they can trust him at this point, and I think that's the major component. You can have all the ability and talent in the world, but if you can't make the adjustments necessary, if you can't get the checks, if you can't do it up here above the neck, as well as all the physical stuff, then you're not going to see the field. And sure seems like that's the case with Dexter, at least for year one. Packers have a very favorable schedule coming out of the bye. Your thoughts? Natasha, I think they as far as the teams they play and their records, etc. Obviously, they face the Giants, the Redskins. Those are some really bad teams, and the Bears have not been good, although they finally pulled out a victory, etc. That's all well and good. The twist for the Packers comes that a lot of these games are on the road. Obviously, they get Washington and Chicago at home, but the rest are all on the road, and that's no given, and that certainly makes things a little tougher, if not exponentially so. But yes, especially when you compare it to the 49ers, who have just a gauntlet, a major. They have a very tough schedule. So yeah, as far as the teams they have to face, the Packers are looking pretty good. But it's one game at a time, and right now it's all about the 49ers. What would you do with Josh Jackson? Love the hat. Thanks. Just wasn't loving the hair today, so I put the hat on. Josh Jackson. I mean, heck, with Ibrahim Campbell back, I'm going to be very surprised if he makes it out onto the 46-man game day roster unless there's injury. And like right now, he's pretty much just depth in case, not even game day depth in case injury happens. And it's funny because I tend to think most years he'd probably be active and playing, but because they have been so healthy, he just hasn't been able to see the field. I mean, when you are as healthy as the Packers are, you're going to get some healthy scratches, and Josh just happens to be one of them. Lazard is our best offensive rookie addition next to Jenkins, except he's not a rookie. Aha. Was pinched off the Jacksonville practice squad at the end of last year. Second-year player. Who the hell wants to see Dexter when we have Jamal and Aaron at running back? Nick, somebody in the comments does, apparently. Did Brian Bulaga rebound versus the Panthers? Yeah, I would say so. He had a much better game. There's no doubt about it. It wasn't flawless by any stretch of the imagination. Very rarely is in the NFL, but he played much better than he did the previous 2 weeks. I'll say that. Do you think Tim Boyle will be a better quarterback learning behind Aaron Rodgers and being the only backup on the team this year? Well, Manny Wilkins is still on the practice squad. Don't forget that. Will he be a better quarterback? I think every day he's in the building and learning from the coaches and Aaron, soaking it all in. Obviously, I think you would think he gets better, but the real thing, the only thing that makes you improve, develops you as a quarterback is playing time, and that's precious, precious few snaps available to him in Green Bay at the moment. Next transplants on Gert predictions. Well, possibly we'll get her on down the stretch here. Quick note on transplants: there will be no transplants on Wednesday. We're looking to have transplants next Friday because Corey's going to be out in California for the week. So make sure you tune in next Friday, heading into the big game, big showdown with the 49ers. Do you like that LaFleur is adopting McCarthy's across the hall exercise during the bye week where the offense and defensive stats critique one another? Yeah, Frank, I thought that was an interesting decision. As he told Rob, just something to get a different pair of eyes on things. I don't hate the idea. Just a fresh way of looking at it. And undoubtedly, guys on offense will take the notes and apply it, and the guys on defense will do the same. I don't see it can hurt. I don't see how it can hurt. Are you concerned about Kevin King's inconsistency? Not really. I think he plays at a high level most of the time. There are times that he gets bit a little bit. Quarterbacks clearly go after him because they're staying away from Jair for the most part. But yeah, no, I still think he's better than a lot of corners in the league. And it would be nice if he got a little bit more consistent, especially when it came to playing up on guys. I think he should do it more. I think that's where he's best. But for the most part, I'm not worried about it. Just how pissed off was MVS last week? Attitude issues? No, I would never characterize that as an attitude issue. He wants to play. He didn't get a ton of playing time. He's a competitor. He wants to be on the field. He wants opportunities. I got zero issues with that at all. It'd be a great idea if somebody had an app that directly connected you with everything Green Bay Packers. Nick, you're in luck, buddy, because we have such an app, the Cheesehead TV app. Check it out. Apple, Android, whatever you got, we're there for you. And it's not just Cheesehead TV content, although we got all of that video content, everything. We also have everybody who covers the Packers, the entire beat, ESPN, PackersNews.com, etc. We got everybody in there, all the blogs, Acme Packing Company is in there. Everything around the Packers is on the Cheesehead TV app, including the schedule, including links to Ticket King for your tickets. Make sure you download it, have it, check it every day, each and every hour. We're there for you. If it's happening with the Packers, it's on the Cheesehead TV app. I'm just here to say, BJ Raji. Dustin, I'm just here to say, thank you very much. I hope you guys have a great weekend because I'm going to jet. Thank you so much, everybody. Please hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family. And if you like what we do, if you want to support Cheesehead TV, please head to Patreon, patreon.com/CheeseheadTV. All we ask is $5 a month. It supports everything we do, the blog, the video, the shows, the social, everything we do. I can't thank you guys enough. Hope you enjoy a stress-free bye weekend. You don't have to worry about the Packers at all. Just kick back, watch other teams beat up on each other. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great weekend.